channel. Hey, you know what time it is, No Press Fan? Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Beatdown, the channel where two worlds collide. I am your host, Class. This is my co-host, Biggs. Doing it big, baby. And a friendly reminder, if you guys like our content, you know what you can do. You can share, subscribe, or turn on your notification to get the latest episodes. Yeah. And today's combatants are very deadly, but are very hard to take seriously. And I'll be representing American dads, Stan Smith.
Is it weird to have a boner?
It'd be weird if you didn't.
Alright, so let me give you a little brief background of origin story about Stan. Stan is a very conservative values type of guy. He works at the CIA as an agent, so he knows a thing or two about killing and taking down a person when he needs to. Not only that, he's actually taken down quite a few people in his time. Okay, so he's fought against Asian mobsters. He's fought against mind-controlled daughters. He's fought against other highly trained, skilled agents, including his own boss who has experience on him. He also fought his future cybernetic self. Yeah, like half human, half cyborg. It was pretty crazy. He's fought terrorists, and he's even fought, get this, Santa Claus himself. Now, if you know who Santa Claus is a magical being, so it's not easy to take down. And Stan has fought against that guy too. So he has a lot of people he's beaten in his roster, in his records. Let's talk about pain endurance. So there was this episode where Stan actually was in a competition, and he had a horn, some animal jammed a horn right into his arm, and to show the animal that he was tougher, he actually jammed the horn even further into his wound and popped it out. So it was just like he wanted to prove how tough he was and how much pain he can endure. That's pretty impressive. His weapon of choice, of course, is his personal handgun that he carries around. That it's I guess it comes with the CIA, working at the CIA. So Stan's connection to the CIA actually does provide him a lot of weaponry, for gadgets if he needs it. If he needs something, he could use something he could use an avatar. He can use something poisonous dart. They have that, or something that can paralyze you in a moment's notice. They also have flying droids, and also a hearing device that can hear a moth fart. That means he could hear something coming from a mile away. All those gadgets are going to come in handy in this type of situation. All right, so the gadgets are going to help him pretty much create any kind of diversions or get Archer out of nowhere. So let's talk about what Stan's pretty much going to do right off the bat in the beginning of encountering Archer. He's probably going to pull out his handgun and just straight up shoot him right off the bat. And Archer, being a little overconfident from his previous experience of surviving death so many times, that he's probably not going to see it coming when someone would jump. His mind would think that there would be no chance that somebody could catch him off guard. And maybe when he's monologuing or something, that's when Stan would shoot him a bunch of times. And Archer's pretty tough, but when it comes to bullets, yeah, that's everyone's weakness. After that, Stan most likely would come closer, realizing that Archer's really wounded. And don't get me wrong, Archer is not that easy to kill. He's not just, you can't put a few bullets in him. People have tried that and it's not worked out. But a wounded Archer against a more skilled CIA agent at the time, I gotta think it's not gonna work out for him in that situation. Especially since Stan's got his CIA toys on his side as well, as if he needs it at any moment's notice going against this fight. But since he's kind of already in physical condition, he has no wounds, he's not bruised up or anything like that, Archer's not really got a chance with blood coming out of him, along with Stan being able to kind of maneuver around him because he does have the skills to do that. He's fought a lot of guys and he's able to take down somebody. But if he's not wounded and he's in good shape, he can take a beating or two from a wounded guy like Archer. So I'm sorry to say, but it's not gonna do very well for Archer in this fight. Archer will be quick enough to use his gun if he drops it in a moment when he gets shot, or if he happens to, I don't know, pull it out. He's going to have a difficult time lifting it up and shooting it sometimes. It's not that easy, especially if Stan is pretty tough to take on, and since Stan is still at his wits. So he'll most likely Stan will be able to disarm Archer in that situation during a complete fight and provide, well, Stan wouldn't provide Archer any kind of breathing room. That's the beauty of it. Archer does need to breathe in order to process the situation and try to figure out what he's going to do in the fight. But while Stan is all up on his business, it's not going to be that easy. No breathing room to kind of think on his feet or improvise. Archer's going to be kind of put in a corner where Stan's going to be kind of having more of a upper advantage in this fight, since he's in peak condition, has his gadgets, and is also a very skilled killer. Even if Archer could somehow disarm Stan, it wouldn't matter. Stan has been able to choke his own alien now with his bare hand and then bring him back to life. Okay, so I'm going to say that he'll be able, while he's in still peak condition, he'll be able to take Archer and choke him down with any kind of position or any kind of maneuver if he needs to, compared to Archer, who is going to have difficulties trying to keep his wits together as he's bleeding out in this type of situation. And let's not forget, Stan has killed over 100 people. So I hate to say it, but given the fact that he's got the experience, that he's still in good condition, and that he would probably get Archer off guard, I gotta think Stan Smith would walk out of this one the victorious one.
So long, suckers!
Alright, it's my time to shine. And I'll be representing Adam Reed's Archer.
Archer, codename Duchess.
Alright, so let me talk about Sterling Mallory Archer. He works at an agency called ISIS. It's a spy agency. And he's kind of like a grown man baby. He has the ego mind of Tony Stark without the genius, but somehow he gets really lucky in a situation, and he's also proven time and time again that he's an excellent spy, to be honest. He's also for a brief time worked for the CIA and also worked on an independent detective agency. And let's talk about the amount of things that has happened to him and he's managed to survive. Okay, so he managed to survive drowning in icy waters and managed to recover from that and live to tell the tale. He managed to get bitten by a venomous cobra and survived to tell the tale again. Yeah, he's been shot in the front and the back countless times. I think the last time I heard the number before was 26 or something, or 16, and then it just got up even more as the seasons went on. Yeah, so Archer is not easy to kill. Not easy to put down. Let me put the guys and the gladiators he's fought against. He's fought against also Asian mobsters that were pretty, the Yakuza or whatever I think it's called. I can't remember the name of it. He's also fought a human-sized cyborg, and that guy had all the advantage. He had the muscle, the speed, and everything to beat Archer, and Archer was able to manage to outbeat this guy. And then on top of it, he's also fought against all the other highly trained assassins and agents. So he's managed to best all of them every single time. And you could say it's luck, but sometimes you can also say it's skills. He has shown time and time again that his improvisation reaction time is phenomenal. Let's talk about whether it's going against a small squad, whether it's going against armed men. He has proven time and time again that he can manage to think on his feet, or even when he's put in a hostile environment like a moving train or being put out in space or anything like that. He's always managed to, his reaction time is just quick. It's just super quick. I don't even know what else to say to that. So pretty much, let me break it down this way. Archer's confidence is backed up. I mean, he's managed to do a lot of crazy things that not any normal human being can do. Jumping over a Vespa and taking down a couple of highly trained armed men and all this stuff. He's proven time and time again that he doesn't need a weapon to beat you. He can do well with a weapon. Stan's not going to have a chance distance-wise because Archer, let's talk about an incident when he actually took down a moving truck before he could take down his friends with an armed sniper rifle. Okay, so he showed damn near how well he can shoot. He's an excellent marksman. So range wise, I'm gonna say that he probably has it better than Stan would in that essence. Stan shot moving targets here and there, but a moving target coming right at you, I don't know if he can do something like that. Archer can most likely will probably be able to disarm Stan in a situation, and if it becomes a disarm fight, it won't really work well for Stan because again, Archer has beaten some tough guys time and time again. Or if Archer wanted to, he could take it to his advantage and go into a moving environment like a train or something like that and take the fight to that situation. Because believe it or not, Archer has handled himself pretty well when it comes to being in a moving environment. So he could take down a moving target probably better than Stan could. Stan needs a moment to breathe in order to take his shot. Archer doesn't need a moment. Archer just needs a nanosecond in order to take his shot. So weapons or no weapons, if he was in a moving train, with the weapon, he'd be able to take him down. Without the weapon, he'd still be able to take him down. As far as who's going to inflict more pain, Archer's going to inflict more pain. Come on now, Archer has endured much more. He's survived much more things. He's in his career as a spy, he's probably endured more pain, physical pain, than any other spy and any agent has ever done in their entire career, including Stan Smith. If you've seen Stan in the episodes, he's never really endured that much brutal pains. He's been suffered through here and there, but it's always been kind of a comedy survival skit. When it comes to Archer, Archer has actually been tortured before in many different ways and still manages to keep taking on the punishment no matter what the cost. So pretty much what I'm saying, Archer is much more tougher. Probably much better when it comes to reaction times, quicker. Knows how to think on his feet. Even if he doesn't have a gun, he can make anything into a weapon. And Stan, as much as he is an impressive fighter and he's taken a couple punches here and there, Archer has just been through more. And because of that itself, I'm gonna have to say that Archer's got this one. Alright guys, well it's not up to me and it's not up to Biggs. It's up to you guys. So, if you guys like my argument, you know what you can do? You can hashtag Stan Smith. Alright, and if you like my argument, you know what you can do? You can hashtag Archer. And as always, No Press Fam, we really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace!